today we have a payment workflow video that involves custom forms and payment pages. So this is a specific client intake process, and to make it happen, the software tools that we're going to talk about are WordPress, Wufoo, and a hosted payment page. In a previous video, I showed you how to add a Pay Now button to your website that goes straight to a hosted payment page. But what if you want to collect more information from your customer before they pay you? In this video, I'm going to show you how to do just that piece by piece. Coming up. So I'm especially excited to show you this simple workflow because I get this question all the time from clients, and it typically goes something along these lines. When we add a Pay Now feature to the website, would that auto-generate a receipt both for the consumer as well as the business? How will it notify us when the customer decides to bring their car in this case, or the service? And will we know that there's a deposit? And then will it link to my CRM system and to my calendar? And as you can imagine, there's multiple pieces to this, so there's more questions that would follow. And it can get a little bit complicated, but today we're going to keep it simple so you can see how this process would work directly in your business. The need for this payment workflow comes up, as I mentioned, when you need to gather more information from your customers than is available on just a standard hosted payment page. You want more than just the billing address and the card number. So if your client intake process is a little more advanced than what a simple page can offer, this is where today's workflow is going to come in for you. So in this new workflow, instead of your clients clicking on a Pay Now button and going straight to a payment page, a hosted payment page, we're going to insert a form builder that looks something like this. And in this case, we're going to use Wufoo, and we're going to build this form with custom information that we want to request from our customers before they make a payment to complete the process. So the new payment flow is going to be, you have a Pay Now button that someone clicks on either in your menu or in the header menu. It doesn't matter where you put it, but there's a button that they click on, and they're going to be sent over to a form that you create. And I'll show you how to do this in just a second. That once they fill this out and click submit, then they're redirected to this hosted payment page as the second and final step. So the benefit is that you get this extra information, or you get to ask them more information. So if, again, that's part of your client intake process, inserting this form builder is really going to be the key component here to taking a simple payment process and really completely transforming it into something custom for your business. And on a side note, there are other form builders that you can use, such as Gravity Forms, which is for WordPress, and FormStack, which is another system similar to Wufoo. So as I mentioned, in this video, we're going to use Wufoo as the form builder of choice. And just a couple of things that it does is that it will add email notifications. You can connect your merchant account through the payment gateway called authorize.net. And if you haven't seen the video on what a payment gateway is and its relationship to a merchant account, I'll link up in the description to that video. Wufoo also self-hosts the form, so you get your own URL if you would like, and there's some different styling options that I'll go through with you. You can make fields required or optional, and entries can be emailed to you immediately upon submission so that that data is readily available to you, and it's also archived inside of your account so you can download it in PDF format if you would like. Okay, so if we log into Wufoo and create a new form, we're going to do that by just clicking this new form button up here in the top right hand side. I've already set one up just to get a little bit of a jump start for this tutorial, so I'm just going to open this form up by hovering over edit and clicking edit form, and I just put a sample consultation form. Typically, if you are starting from scratch, I'll just go back here real quick and click new form. There's no fields over here, so I need to drag fields in. Like I said, I've already started one, so I'm just gonna pull that one up, and you can see that I've already added name and phone number, email address, and so on and so forth. You can customize this and ask whatever you would like that's specific to your business, obviously. So you can see that there's name fields and the standard contact information. You can pull in address, and you do it by just dragging and dropping. If you click on this area, it'll bring up a field settings that you can check to make this field required. You can add some additional customizations here, and you can even put in instructions to the user. So if you want to put a special note, like maybe under question number 1, all of these operate the same way. So you just click on it, and over here on the left-hand column under the field setting, it'll give you the ability to customize it. So if I wanted to add a note under the phone number section, I'd click on it, scroll down to the instructions for user, and just type the note right here. Whatever the message is that you want to add, you can just type it in right there. And then you can click on to the other ones. At any time you can save here, and it's going to give you some options. So I'll just continue editing this form. You can see that all of these operate the same way. So if I wanted to add additional text or paragraph fields for either a text entry or another radio button option, I just click on these, and again, you can add these if I want to add another option for a 4th choice. I just do it like that, click on it, and save the form. Right next to the Save Form button, there's an Apply the Theme. So I'll show you what that is. If I want to look at the form real quick to see what this is going to look like on a website, I just click the View Form. It'll open in a new tab, and you can see the form listed right here. Now, I've applied styling to this one already, and that's what the Theme button is for. So if I come back over here and I apply theme, it'll give me the ability to kind of style up this form so that it looks a little bit nicer. There's a default theme, but then you can scroll down, and this parrotfish one is pretty good. So I'll save, continue editing, and then come back down and view the form, and you can see the changes. This one also looks pretty good. There's just slight differences here between these two, and there's, I think, 5 or 6 themes that are listed right here, each one of them having a different color and features. Wufoo gives you 2 options to use these pages. The first is a hosted link, which is attached to your account when you set up your own account. The second option is to embed this form into WordPress. So if you come down here and you click the Share Form from right inside of the form builder, it'll give you your link, and then it'll give you an embed with JavaScript or a WordPress option. Now you need a plugin, and you need to install the plugin into WordPress in order to use this shortcode. But I think it's just as easy to use the JavaScript, because all you do is hover, click, and copy the code. And then you come over to WordPress, and I have already set up a page that I'm going to install this on, and I have my link for my custom form. I've titled the page. I'll come into the text tab, I'll click, and I'll just paste that form right in there. I'm going to click Save or Update or Publish if it's a brand new page, and then once that loads, I'll come up and click Preview Form, and now this form is set up on my website, and I've disabled the sidebars. So really the only thing that somebody's going to want to do on this page in particular is fill out my form before they're moved over to the payment page. So as for the email notifications, I told you that you get lots of email notifications. This is how it shows up, or this is how it looks. So it's been sent to me from Wufoo, and here's all of the information right there. Now, as I just showed you, you can log straight into your dashboard and view that same exact information, but this is how it shows up. Every time another form comes in, it looks exactly like this. So if you have a custom page set up, or you already have a page set up through WooCommerce or some other page that is from your merchant account provider, like the hosted payment page, we're going to use Simply Pay Me hosted payment page as the demonstration for this example. So you have this special link, or this specific link, I should say, and I'm going to just copy this. And the way that I would attach it is not by coming into the payments integration, but coming over to the form settings and choosing redirect to website and pasting the payment page form right here. Okay, you can still send a confirmation email to the user if you would like, but put the payment form right there and then save the form. And what that's going to do is it'll set that link as the thank you page. So the flow is going to look like this. You're going to have your website here. Someone will click Pay Now. They'll come over to your form, They'll come down, fill it out, and make the payment. When they click submit, the thank you page is going to be this page where they're going to fill out their payment information again, and this is billing information. So if you ask them for their address and email and all of that, they may have to type it in twice, but that's standard payment page information. If you're new to my channel, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend. And if you want to learn more payment workflow tutorials just like this one, please subscribe so you don't miss any new videos when they're posted. I publish tutorial style trainings, how-to videos, and informational videos that are on the topics of payment processing, merchant accounts, invoicing, and other software tools and payment workflows that tie all of them together. I'm Brian Manning, and I'll see you next time.